Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm just kind of bored today playing around with some makeup product shots. So I thought I would do a little run through and show you kind of the lighting setup that I have and some of the settings and things like that. The inspiration for this shoot, or the photo that I'm trying to copy, is inspired by Carl Taylor Photography, and I'll post a link to his video down in the description. So I'm shooting on a Canon 5D Mark III on a 100mm macro lens, and then I have 4 lights here. So this light here is a 400 Pro. It's shining through a diffuser, and that's creating the overall gradient circle on the bottom. I have another light here. This is a 200 Pro, and this one is just shining a little bit on that makeup pad, kind of feathered. Then I have another 400 Pro down at the bottom. It's shining just on the lipstick there. And then I have over here another, it's a V860 version 2. And this one's just kind of giving some edge light on the eyeliner and then the handle of the brush. And then none of these strip boxes have grids on them, just because I didn't want to see the grid reflected in the plastic of the makeup. And then I'm just using a computer monitor here because I didn't have any acrylic and I didn't want to order any, and it's too expensive. So computer monitor works to just kind of give this little bit of a sheen. So going through the lights, here is the main light. That's the 400 Pro with the diffuser, just kind of giving that halo kind of effect. Then you have the other 400 Pro on the bottom over here, and that is giving just some highlights right here on these two objects, and then kind of just filling a little bit around here. Then you have the 200 Pro, and that's just kind of feathering on that pad right here, and then giving a little bit of specular highlight on the lipstick. Then the V860 version 2 off to the side is just giving you that highlight here, and then highlighting some of the brush handle a little bit. All right, let me walk you through the retouched image really fast. This is the final image, and let me turn off all these layers real quick. So here's the background image. I copied this layer and then got rid of the spectral highlight on the lipstick here, and then smoothed out the gradient on the edge. You can see the difference. And then here I just added a little bit more contrast. See the highlights pop a little bit more. And then right here is just a little bit of brush touch-ups. You can see over here in the edge, I kind of smoothed that out, and then kind of added a little bit more highlights up in here. I sharpened it as well. And then right here, I just desaturated everything with a black and white layer. So everything in the background here is all desaturated, and then I kept the color in anything that had color. So the makeup pad here and the lipstick has color, and I left that just by masking it out. Right here I added some more, I added a levels layer for contrast to just kind of make everything a little bit brighter. And then I wanted some more color. I didn't want just kind of a bunch of gray tones with a couple color pops here. So I wanted to change the color of the brush handle. And I went through a couple different colors and settled on this kind of pink magenta color. So I have an overlay layer here, and then I darkened it here by duplicating that layer and changing it to multiply. And then up here, I kind of darkened it a little bit because it was just too punchy. And then here I desaturated a tiny bit to kind of just not draw your eye too much to that brush handle. And then I'm going to zoom in here, because really close down in here you can see just right here these lines. They were bothering me a little bit, kind of just getting lost in the gradient out here. So I dodged and burned these and made the lines look a little bit more clear, just because that looked better to my eye. So that's the retouch, kind of a quick walkthrough of all that I put into retouching this image. So that's a little run through of how I did this shot. If you guys have any questions, leave in the comments field. I'll do my best to answer them. And thanks everyone for watching.